When fame fades and the applause quiets, what remains is the truth people carry behind closed doors. This story steps away from glamour and into a deeply human moment in the lives of Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa. What Mark recently shared was not meant to shock, but to explain, to humanize, and to honor a journey marked by uncertainty and courage. It is a reminder that even those who appear strongest on screen face battles unseen. At its heart, this is not a story about celebrity, but about partnership, resilience, and the quiet power of love when life takes an unexpected turn. When private truths come to light, Mark's recent interview revealed something Kelly had kept private for a long time: a serious health condition that ebbs and flows, sometimes manageable and sometimes overwhelming. This disclosure resonated deeply because it stripped away the polished image audiences are used to seeing. Mark didn't speak as a public figure, but as a husband witnessing someone he loves push through exhaustion and uncertainty. He described moments where Kelly's voice trembled not from fear, but from sheer fatigue. Yet she continued to show up. This paragraph highlights how strength often looks different behind the scenes. It also explains why the revelation felt so personal to fans, because Kelly has long represented energy and optimism. Hearing that she has been quietly enduring something so demanding reshaped how people understand her resilience. The weight felt first at home. While the public only sees smiles and professionalism, Mark explained that the real impact of Kelly's health struggle has been felt most deeply at home. Daily routines shifted in subtle but meaningful ways. Missed dinners, postponed plans, and quieter evenings replaced their usual rhythm. Even their grown children sensed the change, responding with heightened awareness and care. This section focuses on how illness doesn't exist in isolation. It weaves itself into family life. The home became a place of sensitivity and adjustment. Yet, Mark emphasized that his belief in Kelly never wavered. He spoke with pride about her determination, describing early mornings, treatments, and long walks that tested her limits. The tone here is intimate, showing how love adapts when circumstances demand patience and compassion. Kelly's fighting spirit. Mark's words painted a picture of Kelly as someone who refuses to surrender to what feels unfair. He shared examples of her commitment to healing, enduring treatments and therapy even on days when exhaustion took over. This paragraph emphasizes resilience, not as constant strength, but as persistence. Kelly may feel broken in moments, but she refuses to be defined by them. Mark's admiration is rooted not in perfection, but in effort. This section reminds readers that courage often looks like continuing despite doubt. It reframes struggle as an active process rather than a passive state, highlighting how Kelly's determination inspires those around her, especially within her own family. The moment that changed everything. The story reaches a turning point when Mark recounts a sudden and terrifying incident that no one anticipated. What began as an ordinary day quickly became a medical emergency when Kelly collapsed. The panic, the rush to the hospital, and the uncertainty that followed shook the entire family. Doctors revealed damage that could have lasting effects, not only on her body, but on aspects of her identity, like her voice and independence. This paragraph captures the fragility of normalcy, how quickly life can change. Mark described watching Kelly's spirit flicker. Yet, even in that moment, something remarkable emerged. This experience tested not only physical endurance, but the emotional bond that holds them together. Choosing to fight after trauma. In the aftermath of that crisis, Kelly's response surprised everyone. Instead of giving in to fear, she chose resolve. Mark recalled her quiet declaration to fight, a moment that reignited hope. This section focuses on the power of mindset during recovery. Healing became a journey marked by therapy, support, and gradual progress. There were setbacks and nights filled with doubt, but also meaningful victories. Small moments, like sleeping through the night or laughing again, became milestones. This paragraph shows how recovery is rarely dramatic. It is built on incremental gains and emotional resilience. Kelly's story here becomes one of reclaiming agency, even when the path forward feels uncertain. Resilience beyond illness. Mark made it clear that Kelly's journey is not solely about health. It is about choosing to face each day with intention. He admires her not because she wins every battle, but because she never walks away from them. This paragraph broadens the story's meaning, showing how resilience applies to everyone watching. Kelly's persistence becomes symbolic of how people confront challenges at different stages of life. It speaks especially to those who have carried many responsibilities and stories over the years. Her example reframes aging and adversity not as decline, but as continued growth, shaped by experience and inner strength. Lessons that reach beyond their story. Mark's openness offered lessons that extend far beyond their family. One key message is the importance of seeking help. Kelly did not allow pride to silence her when the pain became too much. Another lesson is that vulnerability is a form of strength. By sharing the truth, Mark honored their relationship instead of hiding it. This paragraph also emphasizes that hope is not denial. It does not erase darkness, but insists the story is still unfolding. Finally, it reframes love, not as fixing someone, but as presence. Sometimes love is simply staying, listening, and believing when the other person struggles to do so, looking toward an unwritten future. As the story closes, attention turns to what lies ahead. Treatments continue, progress remains uncertain, and the future looks different than Mark and Kelly once imagined. Yet, their commitment to one another remains steady. This paragraph highlights that stories like theirs do not offer easy endings, but they offer meaning. It encourages viewers to reflect on their own strength and the impact of showing up for others. Mark and Kelly's journey is still unfolding, shaped by patience, honesty, and hope. What endures is the reminder that even in the hardest seasons, love remains a powerful force, capable of carrying people forward when answers are still out of reach.